Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Thank you for joining me, Jag Singh, for another dose of Positive Minds on the SIKH channel. Positive Minds is a program which I like to bring on informative and inspirational individuals who give us advice and tips on how we can improve our lives and the people around us. After the show, you can download my book, Unbreakable. Unbreakable is my ebook available on Amazon. Unbreakable was a story of my upbringing in East London in the 1970s and shows the racism that me and my family faced. And the book illustrates how I got through that, how I got from there to here on Positive Minds. So after the show, download my book, Unbreakable, available on Amazon. Now, do you have a success story to share? Have you got an inspirational product? Are you an inventor, a writer? Wherever you are, I want to hear from you, and you might even find yourself on Positive Minds. So please do contact me if you've got an amazing story to share. You can contact me on jagsing70 at btinternet.com. Now, back to today's show. The music industry is vast. Okay, it's not easy to get into the music industry, but now we've got something, a community organisation out there that's helping a lot of people live their dreams. So today, guys, I'd like to thank Dean Plunkett for coming on my show. Dean, thank you for finding the time and coming on our show today. Thank you so much.
No worries at all. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
Like I said, Dean, tell us about your great organisation and how you're helping the community.
Yeah, no worries. I run a music education company called Easy Learning. We specialise in equal opportunity and chance for all within the music industry. We offer an array of services right here in Grays, Thurrock, from DJing to music production, vocal engineering, artist creation, singing, songwriting, podcast training, and one of our specialities, which is songification. I won't go too much into songification now. I'll speak a little bit more about that later. But the array of services that we're offering right now are covering wide aspects of the music industry.
Do you know, I've never come across an industry or an organisation like yourselves. I mean, I didn't know you guys even existed. And what you're doing is great. So basically, if someone's just a shower time singer or someone who has a dream of becoming a singer or a podcaster or some of the services you mentioned it, they contact you and you help them, yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. Many ways of points of contact, and then booking up a session, coming down to the studio. For instance, your shower time singer. If someone was looking to progress their singing, come into the studio and take it to the next step, we can support that here at the studio in many ways, from warming up your vocals, learning how to write a song, how to layer that song in certain ways to get the best out of your vocals, and then going into the engineering side of things. We use Reason software, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, we can layer it in so many ways with auto-tune, reverb, distortion, and we can show all them aspects to the singer. So not only can you come in, learn how to vocal your song in the right way, you can then also take it to the next step and engineer your own work within the studio.
And just what you're saying there, I was thinking about a great motivational speaker called Jim Rohn. And Jim Rohn said that everything starts with an idea. So you had this idea. I mean, why? Why did you want to make this happen then?
I wanted to make this happen because when I was experiencing the rise of an artist within the drum and bass scene, because that's how I started music, I was a drum and bass MC. So when I was within the scene, I was getting many opportunities, but many of my friends was missing out on opportunities. And then my friends were getting opportunities, but then I was missing out on. And that goes back to your original sentence where how vast the music scene is. So I thought to myself, how can we make it possible so everyone can enjoy what they truly want to do? So Easy Learning was created to create opportunity and chance for everyone.
So you had an idea, all right? You want to help people out. What happened then? So you got this great idea and you want to make it happen. What was your next steps?
Okay, so yeah, after the idea was born, it was then about putting that idea into action. Um, I recorded a song called the CSCS Rap. Easy Learning specialise in something we call songification, in which you learn through song rather than traditional teaching methods. So I created this song, the CSCS Rap. For those of you that don't know, the CSCS test enables you to work across building sites across the UK. And whilst rising up through the ranks within the music industry, I was still working on construction and doing my day-to-day stuff. And whilst on a building site, I noticed the struggle of individuals to pass the test and how hard it was to pass it. But there was only one way to do the test, and there was only one way to learn, and that was through textbook and using questions online. And being musically orientated and how I remember songs and lyrics, I thought maybe I could put the CSCS test into song so people could learn in a different way. So I created the song, published a music video, done loads of stuff online with it and got it right out there. And then the feedback just come flying in. We had guys go in to do the test, then messaging us saying, we used your song, we scored 50 out of 50. We was like, we was wowed by it. We was totally wowed by it. Me and my friend Brad, he's the producer at Easy Learning. We sat down, discussed our stats. We see that it was something that hasn't been done before. So there was very much a buzz for it, the new way of learning. And everyone was saying how much it helped them. Things like the fire extinguishers. A lot of people struggle with knowing what fire extinguisher is used for what scenario, and that could be a life and death situation at the time. But now the song has been obviously introduced to them individuals. They know all the fire extinguishers because they can just relive the song in their head quickly, and you can then come to that life-saving moment. So
excellent.
yeah, I took
so
that
you've used
song.
it as you've used it as a skill to obviously for people to learn. So you're mixing and matching, and you're using the education system as well. I love that. That's brilliant. Dean, when you first started, did you get any sort of funding when you first started, or did you have to support yourself?
When we first started out, we was originally self-funded. We got all of our money together through working hard within the construction industry and started buying pieces of equipment. I then took our works to Thurrock Lifestyle Solutions, who we are now in great partnership with, teaching many of their learning disability adults ways of music, from DJing to podcasting, vocal engineering. We have an array of students, and they are now funding us to continue service with their guys on a weekly basis. We had support from a funding company called Unlimited. They give us a small pot of funding to purchase a DJ controller with. So that original piece of funding helped us a long way to getting us to where we are now. But from that, we are self-funded. We are continually self-funding ourselves by new equipment, merchandise, and all other promotional stuff to give to the guys, like clothing and USBs. There's so much involved with it, money-wise, but money's not what we think about down here at Easy Learning. I'll be totally honest with you. We're all about positivity, opportunity, chance, and equality. We understand we all have bills to pay. I really do understand that. But the smile does it for me. I'll be honest, Jag, the smile does it for me. When the students come in smiling, when they leave smiling, that's enough for me. It really is. That is so enough for me.
And that's all thanks to you, Dean, because, and this is what Positive Minds is about, guys. Dean had an idea, okay? He had an idea. Then he made it happen. He took steps to make it happen, and even find out himself to start off with. And it's just taking that first step to making it happen. And it's a passion you've had, Dean. Yeah, you've made it happen. So, Dean, if I am a amateur podcaster at home, or shower time singer, and I want to go to the next step of podcasting, I want to go to the next step of singing. Can you guys help?
Yes, of course. Yeah. So if you was a podcaster looking to expand your voice as such and get out there, you could come down to the studio. We can run you through podcast techniques, topics to speak about, warming your voice again with the vocals, stuff like that. And then from that studio work, we will then show you how to get it out there to the best audience, how to get your podcast onto the Spotify channel. We will promote it amongst our connections. And we've got a friend called Will. Sorry, I just went a little bit blank there. We've got a friend called Will who's doing podcasting. He's come down. He's now recorded his jingles. He's recorded his intro to his channel. He's currently building up his channel, ready to go. And then we'll be using a service called Anchor, which are related to Spotify, obviously, to then push the podcasts out there to the wider audience and get them on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Deezer, etc., etc.
Nadine, that's superb, because you can't be doing what you're doing unless you've got a passion for music, right? And I've got a major passion for music: Punjabi music, Hindi music, Bollywood music, English music, American. I love it. So you must. I mean, the hip hop scene, the breakdancing. I've done it all. I've lived it. I'm proud of it. So you must have a major passion for music.
Yeah, music is from when I wake up, music's on. From when I go to sleep, music is on. I've loved music from the day I was born. My parents heavily involved in music. My dad was a DJ himself, and I remember from a very young age, I was always around the decks. I was always around the microphone. I like performing. I'm a bit of a performer myself, so the music was just a way for me to express myself in a way that I could just be so free and so happy. Yeah, that's all I can really say. I'm just, the passion is there. I love music. It allows me to be my true self, and I'm noticing now that I'm seeing the same in the students that are coming in. The passion that they've got, they're now being their true selves, and their confidence is coming out from when we first see them in the studio to when they are now. Is just, you can see their passion is overrunning the original nerves that they had, because it must be nervy to come into a studio. I can fully understand. I've been into studios myself with celebrity artists, and when I've turned up, it is very nervous. You're walking into a room of people that have got so much experience, and they do this all the time, and this is your first time. So to see the passion come through and kick out the nerves that they originally had, and the confidence now they're around us, it's just beautiful to see, Jag. I see so many little me's in the little people, if that makes sense.
And do you know what? You're so right, Dean, because you do it for the passion and the smile. And I'll tell you one thing right now, your dad, it's amazing. You follow your dad's steps, and he done the DJ, you've done the DJing, but you're taking it to another level where you're actually making all these people's dreams come true of becoming a podcaster, or a singer, or a DJ. So well done, Dean, well done. Tell me about this picture.
No. So yeah, that photo there, going back to my statement, you can see there's a very young Dean Easy right there on the decks, and my dad. And then the next photo that's just rolled through, my nephew there, Albie, he's the easy learning apprentice. This young man, I'd just like to say, he comes to the studio and he has taken everything in so quickly. He's a little producer, a little engineer, a little rapper, a little DJ. He's honestly got it all going on. And yeah, as the photos flick through, we've got another group of individuals there. Macy, Blake, Archie and Mia. They're some easy learning DJs. They've been doing amazing as well. Their track lists are now ready. Going into the next pick as well, DJ JMC that I'm seeing there. He's one of our individuals from CCI in Chelmsford. Jordan comes down to us once a week, and practicing his DJing. And he's now ready for live shows. Jordan is actually in the build now to come out to our next live shows, because that's what we do here at Easy Learning. We we get the guys DJing, we get used to an amazing level, and then we take you out to the bookings that we get in, so you can then play at the festivals, play at the events. It's not just studio work. As you said, Jag, the future plans and going forward with it. Yeah, we're taking all of our learners out to experience the live scene as such.
And you know what, Dean? Looking at those pictures, I see in those faces, I saw everyone felt as if they belonged to this organisation. I could see the passion. I could see the family bond that you guys have got, and that's all thanks to you, Dean.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just to hear them words right there, the family bonds, hand on heart, easy learning. That's made it for me. Thank you so much.
So, Dean, how can people? First of all, let me ask you a question. You can't do all this on your own. You must have a team, a podcaster specialist, a vocal specialist. Tell me about your team.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So easy learning. We've got a team of 5 to 6 staff members at the minute. We have full-time staff and part-time staff. I personally take care of DJing, vocal engineering, songification, and rap and MC host tuition. My colleague Dan, he takes care of advanced DJing and early learning DJing. Dan is doing really well with the students at the minute. He's recently got his DBS check. So he's now doing one-to-one lessons with the guys and continuing his great journey of easy learning. We have our producer, Brad. Brad produces the beats here at Easy Learning. He also does DJing lessons along with the production, but Brad solely focuses on DJ and music production and vocal engineering. We have a camera. We have 2 camera people at Easy Learning. We have Danielle, that does all of our camera work and photo shoots, etc. And then we have our friend Jed, who works directly with the videograph side of things. So Jed will come out and create the after movies for us, the 4K music videos, and all these services are available to anyone who wanted to use our services to create their own music video, their own artwork, their mixtape demo, etc. All them services are available, so please do get in contact if you are looking for any of them services.
That is so motivating, Dean. That is amazing. So, to the viewers out there, do you want to write that song? Do you want to become a podcaster? There has never been a more better time than now for you to reach out to organisation Easy Learning. Get in contact with them. I'm talking about that, Dean. How can people? What's the best way for people to catch your website, your YouTube? Tell me all about it. Everything. Where can people find you? I know you're based in Thurrock in Essex, UK, but yeah, where can people find you on the internet?
Yeah, no worries. So we're all over the internet. Something that we are quite proud of. Our social media game is something that we love to use social media. You can find us on Instagram at Easy Learning. Easy is spelled EAZEE. Learning as normal. That's Easy Learning. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Spotify. Our website is www.easylearning.co.uk. I'll say it one more time just so we all know. Easy is spelled EAZEE.
Dean, thank you very much for that. And people out there, get in contact with them, because I never even knew, Dean, that such an organisation existed that actually people would contact and say to them that, I want to start singing, help me. Yeah, I want to do some, I want to play an instrument, help me. I want to do a bit of DJing, help me. And you can, and I see, and I'd like the fact that what you said all there was that you'd like to make it an end goal as well, because you want to take them up there to the top where they can perform in front of festivals or audiences. And that's this all comes through the passion and the smile.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, we love to take the guys to the bookings and the stage shows, because that's what we all practice for in the studio. As an artist, you're itching to get out there and itching to show the world. But unfortunately, there is only so many names that can go onto a flyer. There's only so many people that can be at certain events. There's only so much time in the day. So Easy Learning are now going into our own events. We are now launching our own event brand. We've got 2 events under our belt in it. Shut Up and Stance, which is a new Thai boxing workout party that we have created right here in the heart of Thurrock, where you can come down, exercise to live DJs in a rave experience with your friends.
Dean, that is amazing, amazing. Listen, Dean, thank you so much for coming on Positive Minds today. It's been a pleasure to have you here, man.
Thank you so much for inviting me, Dan. As I say, pleasure, absolute pleasure. Thank you.
And what I'd like to do next time is I'll talk to you afterwards, but I'd like to get one of your students on and tell me their stories, because that's what Positive Minds about, success stories of how they walked into your organisation and how they're walking the road that they've always dreamt about in their life. So, Dean, thank you very much for coming on today.
No worries. Thank you, Jag. It was my pleasure. I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Okay, so guys, there you have it. Okay, there's a guy who had a dream, he wanted to make something happen, and he actually went out of his way and done it. Okay, you all can do the same. And if you want to be a podcaster or singer, yeah, it's out there. The support, as you've seen in this interview today, is out there. So please take action and make it happen. Guys, thank you so much for joining me, Jag Singh, on Positive Minds today on the SIKH channel. And until the next time, keep smiling and keep moving forward. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.